This is completely astounding. A huge breakthrough to 1 cent has been signaled by the revelation of a secret pattern in Shiba Inu. Nearly 100 trillion Shiba Inus are in motion and analysts are abandoning their predictions. Tell me what's going on, and I don't even know what I'm talking about. Allow me to clarify. There was a major announcement today that might change everything for Shiba Inus. An analyst claims that a hidden pattern has been developing which has been noticed by only a select few, but which may herald a watershed moment for Shiba Inus. To be completely honest, just think about how enormous that is. At this very moment, something much more enormous is taking place. There has been an unexpected questioning of trillions of Shiba Inu tokens today. Such a shift in sentiment is unlikely to occur at random. Rather, it may be the placid period before a storm, the bullish sort. It seems like the whales are preparing for a major event. Something explosive always follows when this much volume and energy starts swirling. If history tells us anything, I know what you're thinking. Okay, but is anything visible in the chart? After doing extensive research, one analyst revealed some fascinating findings. The Shiba Inu is currently idling in a semicircle, content to do nothing. There has been a small decline. Well, it's not a cause for alarm. Actually, it has maintained a solid position above its critical support zone. The fascinating part, though, is about to begin. Just above Shiba Inu's current seed is this important level. Breaking past that point would be a bullseye breakout, according to analysts. This would pave the way for a strong surge or even a run towards its next major milestone. The timing is perfect too, because meme coin hype is heating up again, so don't be fooled by its apparent calmness. Now that we know how these surprising rallies begin with the revelation of hidden patterns and the movement of trillions of dollars, everyone is watching to see whether Shiba Inu can go a little higher. Furthermore, it may be enough to trip the fuse if it does. This may mark the beginning of a significant development. Actually, something monumental may not take much time to materialize. An analyst has recently noticed a hidden pattern in Shiba Inu's chart, which may indicate a big development soon. Allow me to explain. Shiba Inus are subtly forming a pattern that, although not necessarily negative, does suggest a potential reversal. More like catching your breath before going for a run, really. There are indications of a golden cross in the chart. Technical pattern followers in trading know that this is a very positive indicator. A longer-term trend line is about to be surpassed by a crucial trend line that has been steadily climbing. Attention is usually piqued whenever this crossover occurs, particularly on the hourly chart. Traders should take note that this could be a sign that the bulls are getting ready to make a move, as the momentum is changing. Shiba Inu has been becoming stronger for the past several days. With a recent recovery from a support level, trading activity is heating up again, and the price is currently positioned just beneath an important breakthrough zone. Additionally, the Relative Strength Index RSI, a measure of momentum, has gotten very near to the level where bulls often feel most secure. That is a strong indicator. Although this scenario appears bullish at first glance, it is crucial to maintain a level head. Shiba Inu still haven't broken out of their wider downtrend on the larger daily chart. So despite the positive signs, this recovery could be temporary unless there is strong buying pressure that drives the price far beyond the upper resistance zone. However, even if it doesn't last long, these golden cross setups can result in powerful rallies and perhaps even brief squeezes, particularly when traders begin to pile in ahead of the crowd. Those hoping to grab a rapid breakout or a robust pullback towards the next resistance levels may find it to be an ideal window. Things are heating up, but they aren't quite at a full-on bull run yet. Shiba Inu might be getting ready for its next big move with this bullish momentum and golden cross forming. By the way, this is also completely insane. People are talking about new on-chain data that just dropped. As to IntBlock, a staggering 100 trillion Shiba Inu tokens are currently in the money. This means that those tokens which were purchased at cheaper rates are now sitting well as profits. That's quite a bit. More than $1 billion worth of Shiba Inus are now in the black, according to today's valuation. I am astounded. There is no laughing at this comeback. Last week, when the cryptocurrency market as a whole was in a slump, Shiba Inu fell below the 100 trillion threshold. Traders felt uneasy. Large inflows from huge holdings quickly dried up, and whales began to retreat. Things appeared to be calming down. However, opinions are changing rapidly at the moment. The fact that Shiba Inu has managed to recover and turn a tidy profit on this large portion of tokens suggests that accumulation may be occurring under the radar once again.
Plus, investors seldom see this kind of arrangement unless they anticipate a major development soon. What then might it be? It is not out of the question that Shiba Inu could finally attempt to achieve that 1 cent goal if the current trend continues, more whales return, and buying pressure continues to push higher. Of course, we still have a ways to go, but at least we have this data to work with. This informs us that many holders are in a solid position presently, and that greater rallies may be on the horizon if the enthusiasm continues to build. Okay, we've seen meme currencies shock the market before, but Shiba Inu has consistently had the most active and largest community of any of them. Also, its environment is seeing a great deal of change. Given the current market conditions, bullish charts, reawakened whales, and over 100 trillion tokens sitting in profit, it's not completely out of the question that the path to 1 cent might be about to be established. So perhaps, maybe those who claim Shiba Inus could never make a dime are only scratching the surface. But behind the scenes there's a dedicated group of people. Actual progress, along with an undertaking that has already demonstrated its ability to overcome challenges. Now that market attitude has changed and the charts have turned bullish, the thought of hitting 1 cent doesn't seem as far-fetched. Once before, Shiba Inus accomplished the seemingly impossible. So what if it does it again? However, how do you feel about this? Please share your thoughts in the space provided.